Hey guys and gals, this is your adorable Austrian Scarity, and today I'm gonna filming from a kind of different view because I'm gonna show you how to install the CSR Precision Adapter on the SIG 553 series. You're probably wondering, why should I install such an adapter? Because there's a perfectly fine stock on the SIG. Because there's an even better stock, and it's called the Bushmaster ACR. So CSR Precision made this nice little adapter for it, and unlike other adapters, is that a word? Unlike other adapters that are on the market, this one is made from aluminum and is not 3D printed plastic. And having something out of aluminum on the stock rather than a plastic adapter seems like a good choice. Well, first to set some ground rules here, this will be a one-shot video, so whatever happens, happens. I'm not gonna redo this whole thing. This is not rehearsed, so bear with me. If something doesn't work out right, it should, but I think this is the best way to show the experience if it's actually easy or hard to install this adapter. Well, I'm kind of cheating a bit here because I've already bought the Bushmaster ACR stock from CSR Precision with the adapter pre-installed. You're probably wondering, why the hell do I have this one here? That's because this one will be installed on another 553 lower that I have. Thing is, to install the adapter on the ACR stock, you pretty much just have to hammer out this little bolt thingy here, put it on, hammer it back in. But it can be a pain in the ass, so I'm glad that I got this one pre-installed. Well, I have to do it later with the other one. Let's see how that goes. Before we start, of course, as always, make sure your firearm is unloaded, because safety first. And you want to remove every part of your firearm that sits on top of it. That's because we're gonna put it like this to hammer the bolt out. So the scope has to go. Bye-bye, zero. There goes the scope. And I'm also gonna remove the pressure pad from the cloud defense light, just to make sure that I won't damage this one in the process. So get off. There we go. Well, what do you have to do? You have to remove this bolt. Gonna check if I have a fitting driver here. This one should be fine. As you can see, this one will be very close to your pistol grip, so I recommend using some sort of clothing to prevent damaging the grip. Oh, and you want to punch with the punch from the bottom to the top. Just put it in here, give it some nice little wax. There it goes. There's the bolt. There's the punch. Be careful when you remove the stock, because there's a little shim in there. And this shim won't be needed for the adapter, but it will be needed if you want to reuse the stock later or change it back. So don't lose the shim. Your best bet is probably by sticking it with some tape directly to the stock, so you won't lose it. Now, here comes the thing I'm kind of afraid of. This adapter is made for the 553 steel lowers, and I'm having an aluminum lower here. So there is a chance that this one won't fit probably in the stock, because there's a tiny little chamber here, and this hook has to fit in the chamber. So if the aluminum chamber has a different size than the steel chamber, wow, I'm fucked. Well, not, but I will have to probably Dremel this thing. So fingers crossed for this to work. Oh man, I'm nervous about it, very nervous. Come on, will it fit? Will it fit? Will it fit? Oh, that seems good. That seems like it fits. Yeah, that seems like it fits, so we make a check. Yeah, that should work, should. So, we're putting it back down, getting that one in, give it a first few whacks so that it sits correctly. Again, use a clothing just to make sure that you won't damage anything you don't want to damage. If you want to damage your grip, of course you can do it, because who's the boss of you? I'm not, your boss is. And we're putting it back in. Again, make sure the glove is adjusted. When you're getting close to finish, check that you don't over push it, but there's still some wiggling room left. Just to check sure it's still there. Readjusting the glove, because again, I don't want my pistol grip to be damaged. And we're close to be finished. Yeah, gonna switch to a smaller punch now, because this one here is a bit too big, the other one, so I'm gonna use the small one to make sure that I won't damage anything. Give it a small few whacks. It's almost in. And that's it. Well, that was surprisingly easy. There it is. And still foldable, thanks to adapter. And way more extendable than the original one. So you have a button range about it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So you see, it's very simple. Just get a hammer, get a punch with the size that you need, get the CSR Precision Adapter, and give it a few whacks. Well, that's it for now, and I guess I'm gonna have to do the same thing with my other VV3 Noah now. And I hope you guys weren't totally bored, and looking forward to hear from you if you actually have upgraded your SIG SG553R with the CSR Precision Adapter as well. Let me know in the comments how it goes for you and how you like a SIG with an ACR stock. Bye guys and gals. You guys are still here? That's surprising. I thought it was so boring that you would have tuned out already. Well, then it's time for some bonus footage, and now I'm trying to get this old plastic adapter off of the SIG and install the new aluminum one. Like I did before, I would need a punch to punch this one out. Where's my little punchy? There's my punchy. As before, make sure that your pistol grip is covered with a glove. But I'm too lazy, so I'm gonna have to live with the consequences now. There's the bolt. Gonna remove the old adapter. There goes the old adapter. And now comes the ugly part. Getting this little sucker out of here. I'm gonna try to use the top side. Ding. Well, told you guys I'm not gonna do redos, so whatever happens, happens. So be with me while I'm trying to find the little bolt that just flipped out. And there it is. Yeah, don't do my amateur shit. Please don't throw your little bolt and punches away like I just did, because that's really very amateurish. So, well, speaking of the devil, I forgot that there's a spring in there. This little spring goes back in here, and we're gonna take our CSR Precision aluminum adapter. Make sure it's aligned correctly. Make sure the spring is correctly aligned. Don't let it shoot into your face like I'm about to happen. Don't you make me punch you. There it goes. It's in there. I didn't shoot my face with the spring, so I guess that's a positive thing. Let's see how. Now I'm just trying to figure out which side I'm putting back in first, because this one's already look a bit demolished from the previous hammering. Give it a first few whacks with the plastic hammer. Oh, come on. See guys, that's why I told you installing this can be a pain in the ass. Gonna realign this. Yeah, that seems okay. Let's try it from the bottom then. Told you guys, this one is the sucky part. So if you can buy this one pre-installed with the stock, if you don't have a Bushmaster ACR stock already, get it pre-installed. This will save you a lot of trouble. Halfway there, halfway there. Well, this thing is kind of shaky, so that doesn't really help. That's it, I'm getting a bigger hammer. But before I'm using this big boy, I'm just gonna gently check if it's still opening. Okay, this thing isn't moving at all. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Man, I hate putting this in and out. It's really, 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 really a pain in the ass, guys. At least I didn't hurt myself yet, so that's a first. Getting the last little tiny millimeter in is the hardest part. I don't want to damage it any more than I already did. But you see, it's really getting stressful. If you guys have a faster method of getting this one back in, why didn't you tell me in advance and let me work so hard for this one here? I mean, that's almost okay-ish, right? It does work, but it's still just a tiny bit on the outside. Come on. A last few good whacks. Please make this damn bolt go in. I think that's my new arch nemesis, the ACR hinge bolt. I call it. It's my arch nemesis now. Almost there. Well, I said that like 20 minutes ago, right? Oh, I'm hammering so hard on my tools are falling on the ground and it's still not moving. Come on. It's just a tiny bit that's left and it's not moving at all. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? You know, a wise block or clamp or something would be a really good idea instead of just trying to randomly hammering on the table. And yes, that's actually a table I use for working on, so I'm not ruining the kitchen table right now. I think it just moved. Well, maybe. Oh, you guys, I'm telling you. I'd like to say I'm working hard for my money, but I'm not getting paid to do this. That's just on me, wasting my time here with this fucking little boat. Who actually made this boat? I think it was Magpul, right? Dear Magpul, please tell me what would be the good method to getting this thing in. I'm obviously doing it wrong. Well, it is in good enough to work, but now I'm really pissed because it's not the full way in. Oh, I already put some tags in the adapter as well. Great, so... Good thing there's black paint, right guys? Black paint for the win, yay! So close, so close! Well, by now I think I'm actually not moving it in, I'm just flattening it. But I'm really determined now to get this last little bit in. You know, I'm angry at this point. I'm really angry. And it's all because I'm not using a good block or a press. That's why I always say use the right tools for the job, and I don't know why I don't do it. Okay guys, I'm calling it quits now. At least it's flush, and you can see I did a lot of hammer marks, but it's flush with the adapter. I won't get it all the way in, but at least it's somewhat in. Oh, man, I feel tired. You know what would be the real cherry on top if this one wouldn't fit? But it does fit. That's a good fit. Whew. I think I need something to drink after that. There you go. Come on, little boat. During all the hammering, I lost half of my tools. They're somewhere on the ground now. So again, making sure there's a layer of cloth in between so you won't hammer the pistol grip. Also, you could remove the pistol grip, which would be much easier than trying to hammer next to it. But I guess I'm just an idiot for doing it that way. Okay, I'm physically exhausted by now. Almost in. And there it is. Another adapter successfully switched. And I didn't hurt myself. Yeah.